Hey guys, it's me, Vanessa. I'm going to be making a video for week 108 and also 109. So let me start with my history. Back in January of 2014, I was at my highest weight of 280 pounds. I had vertical sleeve gastrectomy on March 13th of 2017 at 235.2. And as of this morning, I was at 153.2, which is kind of like a loss from my last video, but also a gain, and I'll explain that in a minute. And so that's up 2.4, and then a loss of 82 since surgery, and then a total loss of 126.8 pounds from my highest weight. Now, before I left for vacation, I had spring break last week. I weighed in at 150.8. So that's where the gain came from, but I actually lost weight from week 107 where I was 154.4 pounds. So I lost 1.2 pounds in 2 weeks, but from Sunday of last week, I actually gained weight. So my goal right now, I'm sitting right at 153.2. So my goal is to get back to 150 or below. Continue eating healthy, continue with my exercise, and just do what I need to do to get back below 150. And so that's just my goal. I don't have to reach 150 within this week. It's no big deal. I just want to be moving down and not be where I am at this moment, if that makes sense. I do want to share a little bit about my vacation and how everything went. Goals that I had set for myself was just to maintain my weight. It wasn't really to lose. My focus was to enjoy the food over there. We went to Normandy, France, and then we also went to Disneyland Paris. And so I knew I was going to do lots of walking. I did bring my workout stuff with me. So I had workout clothes for all days that I needed to do. I did 4 days out there and then I did 3 days out on vacation of my exercise, and then I did 3 days here at home. So when I got back and before I left. So I brought weights with me. I brought my mats. The weights, I brought only 10-pound dumbbells and 5 pounds. So I saved the workouts that I really didn't need weights or I needed lighter weights. I saved those for my vacation, and then I did my heavy weights at home. And so a good example of this was before I left on Sunday morning, I actually did my lower body, so booty day. So I had to have like 35s, 20s. And so I did that before I left at 2 a.m. Actually, it was closer to 3 a.m. But I did that before I left. And then I did the upper body, which was the AAA. And then I also did the total body core in the hotel. And then I also did its cardio core. I did that one also in the hotel. And then I gave myself, when I went to Disney Paris, I gave myself 2 days off because I had worked out Sunday, which was my original day off. And then I worked out when I got back Saturday and Sunday, which was my leg day and then also my cardio flow. So I got in all my workouts. I'm so happy. I did put a pause on my half marathon training, so I did not do any of that. But I felt good. I felt really good. I can't believe that I was able to catch up with everything. You know, all of the walking, we averaged around 20,000 steps a day when we were there. So we were walking a whole lot, but then I was doing, 40 to an hour worth of exercise also in the hotel. So I was finding that I was able to do it. I was able to do it and I wasn't exhausted and I felt great. And I ate a lot of food, but I enjoyed myself. I didn't stress over it. And so I do want to share a little bit of tips and tricks that I have learned with traveling and vacation. Number one, exercise. Do some form of exercise. I don't know, it's like a mental thing. When you exercise, you then think more about what you eat and you just feel better. And so that's kind of what I did. Right now I'm doing ADD Obsession. If I were doing any other program, I would just do the non-weight training program, or I would use bands, or I would use something else in place of weights. But because I'm doing 80-day obsession, it's not as freeing as far as my choices. This program is majority weights, and so there's no way of getting around it. I thought about using bands, but with some movements you can't do bands. And so I just decided I'm just gonna bring the weights because we're driving there, it's no big deal. And then I did pack food. So I packed my protein powder. I packed also some packets of the lower sugar instant oatmeal. We packed fruit. We actually packed apples and bananas with us. We packed like a trail mix where it was like dried fruit with some nuts and seeds. We packed granola. And so we were packing like healthy foods with us. And then we were enjoying the fun treats out. And when we were mostly like traveling, we packed all of our food with us. So we packed sandwiches, chips, our healthy snacks, we packed our drinks, everything we packed with us on, while we were going there. And then when we got there, what we did was we went to just a grocery store, picked up a few items that we just cannot carry with us because they will spoil. And so for the first 3 days, we had a kitchen where we had a fridge and microwave and stuff that we needed. So every morning we would have our piece of fruit, a packet of our oatmeal, and then we would have, I would have my protein shake. So I even brought a carton of milk with me that you don't have to keep cold until you open it. And so I brought that with me, and I used that for the 3 days during that time where we didn't have necessarily breakfast because we had like an apartment style place to stay. And then on the other days when I was doing breakfast, we had like a continental breakfast. So what I would do is I would have, my oatmeal, not oatmeal, I would have my yogurt, and then I would have like a croissant with a piece of ham and a piece of cheese every morning. And that's what I had for my breakfast in the mornings when we were in a like a hotel instead of the apartment. For lunches, we would do a sandwich. So we would go over to the local grocery store, we would pick up sandwiches, and we would pack those with us to take with us while we're walking around. And then we would do one restaurant a day. And so that would either be a cafe or an actual sit-down restaurant. And then we would eat just whatever we wanted. And so it felt good and freeing that I was making good choices, but I was also enjoying the foods there. Like I love the donuts in France, and I love the croissants in France, and that's just something that I enjoy. And so it's something that I don't have all the time, so I didn't feel bad about enjoying it on vacation. And I gained a little bit of weight, but I know that as soon as I get back to my healthy eating, it will come off, and it feels great. And then one thing that I really found interesting, right, was that last time I did Disney, I was around 270 pounds. We went to Disney World in Florida, and I remember needing a scooter, one of those motorized scooters, because my feet had hurt so much by the standing and walking, because I was heavy. I was really heavy, and I was uncomfortable. I remember it being one of the most uncomfortable trips ever. And then this time that I went to Disneyland Paris, I didn't have to worry about fitting on the rides. I was able to ride anything I wanted. I rode roller coasters with my family. I didn't have to worry about fitting in a seat. I didn't know I'd get so emotional, but I didn't have to worry. I could keep up with everyone. I was enjoying my time, and this has been a complete godsend. This surgery has saved my life. And for once, I was walking around and I was doing everything that everyone else was doing. I wasn't looking uncomfortable and different. I was blending in with everyone else. And it's amazing feeling when you can actually enjoy your time while you're here instead of dreading it. And my family even had fun because I was able to do everything with them. And so this has been an amazing journey. And I was looking at pictures that I posted on my Facebook and Instagram. And if you're not following me there, I'm under Cessa Lopez, you can find me. But I posted pictures of me because I got to meet Alice. And so usually I would never take pictures, like I would hide from the camera. But this go, I wanted the pictures. I wanted to take lots of pictures, and I wanted to meet Alice, and because childhood, Alice in Wonderland is my jam. I mean, that is something that I grew up with and I adore and I love. I'm all about Alice. And so I wanted, for once in my life, pictures with Alice. And so I actually got those pictures, and when I was looking at them, my brain was like, wow, I am small. You know, normal, like me walking around, seeing myself in the mirror, getting dressed, I don't look at myself as small because I still have loose skin. I still have insecurities. I mean, we all have insecurities, right? But I didn't realize how small I really am until I looked at those pictures, and I'm comparing myself to the character. The character, she was small, and I'm like the same size as her, and I'm like, wow, how can I be so small? Like, and it not register in my brain. And so it's just amazing. It's truly amazing. The changes that we go through, it's so fast that sometimes just our brains do not catch up with it. And it's learning. It's learning that, you know, yeah, we're healthier, and yes, we look fit and we look great and stuff like that. But our brains don't always know that. We don't always feel that way. Like, I've had my father tell me to stop losing weight. I'm not losing weight. I'm still maintaining weight. You know, that's the whole point. Is I'm at 150, 145 to 150 is my maintenance range, and my goal is not to lose weight anymore. It's to maintain between that range. And so when your family tells you to stop losing weight, obviously I look smaller than I think I am. It's weird. It's completely just odd. It's odd for me. So I've been this small before in my life. This was when I joined the military back in 99. I was around 150. And so me being 150 again, it's crazy. I can't believe it. I cannot believe I'm this small. And so I just wanted to share, this vacation has been amazing. It just keeps getting better and better each year. Every year that I look back at the way things were the year before, they have just dramatically changed for the better. It's great. I'm happy. For once in my life, I'm truly happy, and I love it. So I just wanted to share, especially for those who do struggle with the way you see yourself and perceive yourself. It takes a while. It takes a while for, like I said, the brain to catch up. But yeah, so I just wanted to share. Last 2 weeks have been great. Still working on getting under 150. I don't know why my body wants to stay above, but I will get back below. So I'll do this. But yeah, so you guys take care. Have a great week, and I will see you next Monday. Bye for now.